everyone. I think it's been a long day. It's like 5:30 and I still see some of you guys here from the time I entered. Resilience. It's a very interesting topic and I had the pleasure of listening to people talk about being in career transition, being in burnt out. Someone talked about caregiving, things that are very close to my heart. And that's the reason why I called my presentation The Courage to Begin Again. So I think I just want to take a moment and just reflect on some of the things that we'll discuss today because it's really very heavy. And so for me, I felt like I've experienced every part of what everyone shared about, from the time of being retrenched, from the time of being a caregiver, to also a point of losing people. I think resilience is always about starting all over again, and I have to start all over again. The first time I started all over again was I was in a transition period. I was away for 3 years of my life overseas. I came back and I lost 2 family members, back to back for cancer. It was traumatizing, it was very hard, and what I had to do was step into the shoes of being a caregiver for an 86-year-old grandma. She's got dementia. Caregiving is not a very difficult thing to do, and I think I'm shaking, but I think it was very hard for me to go through that phase of settling her in because she just lost 2 daughters, and I, as the granddaughter, was coming in, taking over, helping her, and it was hard. But I had to keep going. I have to feed her after all. So I got a job, and I worked very hard at my job. Recently, about a month ago, I was called into the office and unfairly dismissed. No reasons whatsoever. They just told me, I'm sorry, it's not working out. This is your last day. And it dismissed me unfairly without actually paying for everything that I worked for. Hard. It's freaking hard, to be honest. And there's a lot of frustration. You can't actually, I walked away feeling very frustrated, was disappointed. I really worked very hard. And I also have to go back home to take care of my grandma. But then what I did was I took a step back. And I said, like, you know what? This will not make me feel like I'm going to just be done. I don't think that every setback that happened to me was something that made me feel like I'm going to crash. I never crash. I always rebuild. And that's the beauty of resilience because you keep rebuilding. Every opportunity you get, keep building, keep building. People push you down, keep coming up. And I think that's how you get stronger every time. You write your own narrative. And I think that's what I've been doing. It's not about the failure itself, it's about what's the next step? Where do I go from here? So I took a 1-month break. I went on a holiday. I totally indulged myself. Because people used to say, when you're out of a job, start saving. Start panicking. Start applying for jobs. What I did, I went to Bali. I took weeks off. I went to Bali. I paid for the best things. I enjoyed because at the end of the day, your life matters. You don't think about the future, you think about the present. I came back, I got offered an opportunity. Excellent, and started all over again. And I felt like just when life was always beginning to settle down, right? Things never settle down. I think every point of your life throws a curveball. You think you've got stability, something comes in. But I think the beauty of being resilient is how do you change from there? How do you pick up that pieces? How do you keep moving? What's next for you? So I think that's what I've been doing all my life. I've been traveling, I write a lot, I take up new languages. But I think what I've always learned is you should never allow people to set you back. You are in charge of your own narrative. You have to keep going, whatever it takes. So the first 3 steps that actually brought me to where I am at the moment is, first, I began to accept what has happened. It has happened. It's always been there. Acceptance isn't giving up. It allows you to move forward. Second, I began to take small steps. I didn't have the whole future figured out, but I loved celebrating every small wins that I have. I kept moving forward. Third, I gathered the right people. I believe in having the right tribe around me, people who supported me, people who were there for me. So I gathered the right tribe, and together we kind of figured out what's next. And I realized that beginning again doesn't erase our past. It just makes us stronger, it transforms us, and the setbacks we survive survive often become the stories that encourage someone else to keep going. So if I have to end with something, I will say that courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is taking the next step despite of it all.